Hello everyone, my name is Josh Duyet and I did my research project on Java. Who created Java? A man by the name of James Gosling is often accredited with the creation of Java as a programming language. Many people call him Dr. Java. And following his creation of Java in 1994, he was elected as a member of the National Academy of Engineering in 2004. He's also helped work on Windows and he's one of the most accomplished programmers of all time. In March of 2011, Gosling joined Google. However, shortly after, about 6 months later, him and a few colleagues left to form their own startup company called Liquid Robotics. And Liquid Robotics was later acquired by Boeing in 2016. And after this acquisition of Liquid Robotics, James and a few of his other friends went and worked for Amazon Web Services. And he has such an accomplished career in such a new field, considering that programming hasn't been around for that long and he's worked on such major projects. It's very impressive. What is Java? Java is an object oriented programming language that is revolutionary to the way the other programming languages are worked up. Java has many different subsets used for many different programming areas. Java is free to download for personal use, which makes it super accessible to any who would like to try and get into coding. On top of that, there's also many free YouTube videos available for those who want to get into programming on Java, as well as Java themselves on their website offers many free tutorials on how to get started with using their programming language. So then what is object-oriented programming? Object-oriented programming is a computer programming model that organizes software designed around data or objects rather than functions and logic. An object can be defined as a data field that has unique behavior and unique attributes. Object-oriented programming, or OOP, focuses on the objects that the developer wants to manipulate rather than the logic required to manipulate them. This level of organization makes it great for collaborative development. OOP is used by many of the most well-known coding languages out there more to some extent. One super interesting thing about OOP is that it can be used to associate real-world objects and processes with digital counterparts, so that it can be used for real-world mapping. Some programmers tend to disagree with this or the accuracy at which it can do this, but however, it's still a cool feature associated with object-oriented programming. What is Java's purpose? One of the biggest purposes is seen in today's applications and platforms. Its ease of compatibility and movability from one computer system to another makes it very optimal for all types of programming. Java is capable of making applications to run on just one computer, as well as an entire network of computers, making it very versatile. Java's importance cannot be overlooked even in today's society. Things like Google, Amazon, and Dell all use Java. Its usefulness for web development is almost unmatched at the moment when it comes into programming languages. Java is also being used to create miniature dynamic programs that run alongside or are embedded within web pages. These programs are called applets and can be used to display maps, weather, games, or other interactive widgets or tools on a web page. What makes Java so revolutionary? What makes Java so revolutionary is that Java code has to be translated by a compiler to create instructions for each specific type of machine that would run code. Java revolutionized this process by making the Java compiler turn code into bytecode. This bytecode was then interpreted by Java's Java runtime environment, which allowed the bytecode to be translated to each host computer. This meant that the code would be written once and then ran everywhere. Java has many benefits that make it a great first language for those who are looking into a programming career. It is easy to learn as there are hundreds of thousands of videos out there on how to do basically everything associated with Java. Since Java is object oriented, it allows you to reuse code. So not only can you take someone else's code, put it into your own programming software, and watch how it runs, but you can make your own code and send it to whoever you want, and they can run it and make their own tweaks to it. Makes it super interesting and fun. On top of the easy usability of Java, Java is super convenient. It is a platform independent, which means it can be used on any platform. For example, you just have to download your computer's version of Java and you're all good to go, whether that be Mac or Windows. It's all the same process and nothing changes in your ability to code. It makes for such a good beginner language, and the fact that there's so much information out there on Java makes it that much better for any beginning programmer. How is Java changing even today? Java started out as something rather basic for multimedia sharing, but it's completely shifted gears into being one of the most common computer languages on the planet. Java is typically used as the first language many coders learn to due to its ease of use and all of its practical applications, such as in our class specifically we're using Java compared to other more complex languages like C++ or Python. And these are my sources. Thank you.